Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Mansuri Show. I'm your host, Mansuri, and we are very honored to have the distinguished ambassador of Pakistan, His Excellency Mr. Rizawan Saeed Sheikh Saab with us today. First of all, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on your show, Mansuri sir.
Please allow me to share a little bit of an introduction of you with our viewers. Ambassador Sheikh is a career diplomat with over 30 years of experience. His recent engagements include serving as the additional foreign secretary for Middle East. He played a very vital role in advancing Pakistan's international relations as well as promoting economic opportunities. He was the first representative of Pakistan to OIC, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and he prior to that served as the deputy head of commission at the Pakistan Embassy in Washington DC, which is the same embassy that he's taken the charge of a few months back in August of 2024 as the ambassador of Pakistan to United States. He has also served as the Pakistan's representative to United Nations in Geneva. Throughout his career, he has contributed incredibly to global economy as well as human rights issues at the OIC. Also, he has contributed very significantly to Pakistan's national security policy. His expertise have been sought by many very renowned institutions, including Harvard, Emory, and others, where he has shared his insights on global economy and human rights. So, Mr. Ambassador, I would like to begin my questions from your current visit of Bay Area, San Francisco, and Silicon Valley. I understand you are here for a few days and you are here, you have several engagements. So I would like to ask you, what is your focus and what is your objective of this visit? And I believe this is your first visit as ambassador of Pakistan to the Northern California. So what is the focus and purpose of this visit?
Well, the primary focus, Mansuri sir, is to be part of a first of its kind Pakistan IT Investment Conference, which will be held on the 10th of November. But since I had to come here to be part of this pioneering act, I thought it would be useful to come a day or two earlier and certainly reach out to the community here, reach out to the academia here, maybe even the think tanks here. And certainly, since I'm a new ambassador to United States, it is part of my job to not only make this outreach, but to try and rally support for my assignment from within Pakistani diaspora, because we have almost 1 million strong diaspora here in United States. And California is one area where we have large community, large diaspora in not only Northern California here, but also in the southern part and other parts of the state. And our cooperation with California, which certainly happens to be the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, dates back to the initial days of Pakistan, where institutions like UC Davis and the Agricultural University in Pakistan certainly collaborated and produced and played a good active role, a key role in the Green Revolution in Pakistan. So now the best thing that Pakistan has to offer from a futuristic standpoint, given the youthful demographic configuration of our population, is IT.
Right.
And this Northern California, San Francisco, and Silicon Valley is recognized and acknowledged as the hub of IT on this planet. And having this conference here, its inaugural edition, it's not one-off event, but we intend to replicate it in future in other parts of the United States as well. So having it here is a big occasion, and we look forward to the effort of developing the economic partnership, trade, investment, commercial relations with the United States as we go forward. And we believe IT from Pakistan will play a major role in that endeavor.
So you very rightfully said that this is the hub of IT. I mean, Silicon Valley is where the IT industry initially started, basically. So you mentioned that you have Pak US Tech Investment Conference, I think 3 days from now. I'd like you to please share with us a little bit more detail. What are the objectives and what do you hope to achieve with this conference?
Well, the primary objective is to showcase Pakistan's prowess in the IT sector. As I've already said, we are a youthful nation,
Of course.
churning out more than 35,000 IT graduates as we speak. And going forward, since 65% of our population is below the age of 35, this potential of Pakistan to integrate into the IT world certainly stands to enhance and bring dividends, bring mutually beneficial relationship, in this case for both Pakistan and United States going forward, because in terms of IT outsourcing, for instance, we are 70% cheaper than United States.
70%?
Yes, 70%.
Very large
And
difference.
even 20 to 30% cheaper than our better branded neighbors. So the only thing that we lack perhaps is ingress or branding. And this IT conference is not only to showcase, but let me say that show off the IT potential of Pakistan in trying to seek that ingress. And it would be not just in the usual fashion in which such events are conducted generally, be a series of statements, panels, and speeches. We are actually bringing IT projects from Pakistan in double figures. That would certainly be presented there, showcasing as well as seeking the technical expertise from here, as well as we have funding propositions to try and certainly catalyze the process of our branding.
And these projects are, Pakistani projects.
These are all Pakistani products and Pakistani projects. Yes, they would have potential clients and markets in different parts of the world, but each of these products and projects originates from Pakistan, has a Pakistan link. Let me use that word.
Of course. That's awesome. And, I think this is a great potential that Pakistan has, and I'm glad that, you're tapping that potential. So, Mr. Ambassador, as you know, in the recent U.S. elections, Republican Party has been victorious, and Donald Trump is set to, be the 47th, president of the United States of America. Also, the Republican Party has secured a majority in the Senate, and it's very likely that Republican Party may also be a majority in the Congress. So now, how do you see this development, and what impact this may have on Pakistan's relationship with the United States?
Well, let me first congratulate the entire American nation on a successful completion of this electoral process. So, for Pakistan, that has been a long-standing partner of United States, it is certainly a matter of satisfaction that our friends have completed this process. As you have mentioned, that there is a clear, perhaps, majority for the Republican Party. But we, as bilateral partners of United States, look forward to working with the new administration as soon as and whenever is it in place, around the 20th of January, I believe, to advance our bilateral ties with particular reference to our economic relationship, the tracks that we have ongoing in terms of climate change, energy, healthcare, education, trade I have already mentioned, that is
Right.
the most important facet. And of course, continuing to come together and act together, since the history tells us that each time Pakistan and United States have come together, the results have been there. It has been consequential, not only for ourselves as two bilateral partners, but for the broader world. When it comes to terrorism, etc., things like that. So there are common challenges ahead of us. Climate change being one. US is a mega country. Pakistan is also one. We both are impacted by climate. Pakistan had floods of biblical proportions 2 years back.
Right.
United States is facing a series of hurricanes. There is one developing even as we speak in the Gulf of Mexico. So, on all these common challenges, there is every reason to continue to make joint efforts for the good of people of our two countries as well as the world at large.
Mr. Ambassador, United States has expressed concern over Pakistan's close ties with China, and also its relationship with other countries. How does Pakistan navigate these relationships, and what can you say to address the concerns of United States regarding this matter while maintaining the independent foreign policy of Pakistan?
Well, Pakistan played a role in bringing United States and China together in early 70s.
Yes.
So we did offer a diplomatic corridor. Imagine two largest economies of the world today would not perhaps be talking to each other had it not been for Pakistan and Pakistan's role in that endeavor. And it is our geography basically that lends us this significance to be able to play a role. We have different attributes of our strong relations with China as well as United States. With China, we have had an historically strong relationship that has flourished over years. United States is our largest trading partner even today. So, in the manner that we offered the diplomatic corridor in early 70s, it's not a question of either or a binary choice between China or United States or any other country. Pakistan has the sovereign right to maintain good relations with any country in the world, including US and China. And the way, let me finish by saying that we offered the diplomatic corridor, today we can offer the economic corridor to benefit for both US and China. The opportunities that Pakistan offers in this regard, we are there to certainly build on our partnership with each of these countries. The attributes of relationship with US are standalone. We have a million-strong diaspora in the United States.
Right.
So certainly this is one asset that we intend to capitalize on. And during my stay here as ambassador, I want to work with community in reaching out to corporate America, to the political elite here, with also state governments, so as to say, in United States, like California, for instance, where I find myself these days in. So these are two relationships which we think, given our geography and relations with both countries, the history of relations with both countries, we can take further in their own rights, respective rights.
Okay. Mr. Ambassador, as the US-Pakistan relations continue to evolve, there is greater emphasis on the private sector relationship. So which sector in particular do you think offers greatest opportunities for Pakistan to increase its economic ties, and so which sectors do you think are?
Well, IT I have already spoken
course.
about. It stands out as the futuristic sector that lends the best opportunity of cooperation, since Pakistan is cost and quality competitive when it comes to the information technology and its different tracks, including cybersecurity, AI, e-commerce, fintech. Pakistan has a large potential in all of these areas. So there is every reason to partner in and on IT. Climate change, I have mentioned, is one area with the Green Alliance initiative that we have with the United States. There are reasons to go forward and work together. As Pakistan found itself at the front line of combat against terrorism, and it was a joint endeavor with the United States and the broader international community. Again, we find ourselves as the frontline state in the combat against climate change. And the United States and Pakistan being two mega countries, the threat that we both face vis-a-vis climate change is a clear and present danger, so as to say. So this is one area. Agriculture we have cooperated in Pakistan being an agrarian economy. There are reasons to cooperate in agriculture. Pakistan offers investment opportunities, which we are in the process of currently not only discussing, but finalizing with the GCC member states, primarily Saudi Arabia and UAE, where the leadership of both countries has announced that they would be investing in Pakistan. So with the presence of Pakistani diaspora in large numbers here, there is optimism with regard to attracting US investment to Pakistan. United States has been a major source of FDI flows into Pakistan previously, and we believe that those days can be brought back, those memories can be revived, and new partnerships can be built in areas like agriculture, mining, IT, of course, energy, and infrastructure. So there is a lot that Pakistan has to offer in terms of cost competitiveness. Industries are relocating to Pakistan from China, and that certainly is based on profit motive. So to the United States, investors, trading partners, from a futuristic standpoint, we offer similarly profitable, mutually rewarding opportunities to benefit and profit from the promise of Pakistan.
Pakistani American community has contributed very significantly to both the United States and Pakistan. So now, how do you envision their role in enhancing US-Pakistan relations, and what initiatives could further empower them to contribute to this relationship?
Well, as I already mentioned, that we have a million-strong diaspora in the United States. For me personally, and might I say for any ambassador to the United States, such a large community of Pakistanis is certainly a major asset. So I intend to work with them, and even in a community gathering today, I explicitly solicited their support in enhancing economic relationship between our two countries. Same is true for augmenting and building further in the domain of politics, political ties. Also in enhancing people-to-people cultural linkages. But Pakistani American community has Pakistan as its identity. So by contributing to enhancing different facets of cooperation between our two countries, they would only be strengthening that identity in the United States. And that is an endeavor worth its effort and time spent in doing that. And I have generally found the community receptive in the past 2 months that I have interacted with them in joining hands in this important endeavor.
You have enjoyed stay here and interacted with the community in your previous role as the GCM or the Deputy Head of Mission, and of course your family has lived here before. You're married and have 3 children, and now you have now returned as the head of the embassy. When you were the Deputy Head of Mission, in one of your interviews, you stated jokingly that this is a very responsible position. Whatever goes wrong, you're responsible. So, do you still feel that way about?
This one is definitely far more responsible than the previous instance, and I intend to recognize and identified as Pakistani Americans. So they are my principal partners, and I'll be doing it not only for the benefit of Pakistan and United States as two modern nation states who have a history of consequential partnership in the past, but I'll also be doing it in the interest of Pakistani American diaspora, since by solidifying, fortifying this relationship, they'll be strengthening their identity in this important country.
Mr. Ambassador, in your objectives and goals, what you want to achieve as the Ambassador of Pakistan to the United States, how can the community support you, and what message would you like to send to the community through our, this channel and our newspapers, Pakistan Link and Urdu Link?
Well, the primary message that I would want to give is actually in Urdu.
Ji.
2 words, and I believe they carry a lot of meaning, that their efforts should be directed towards strengthening Pak-US bilateral relations. And the 2 words are Sirf Pakistan.
That's very, very, very profound.
So,
Sirf Pakistan.
Sirf Pakistan. And let's not only develop it as a hashtag, let's act on it. And I intend to work with them on different facets of relationship, as I have said, reaching out to corporate America, reaching out to state governments in the United States, because states in this country are certainly independent to establish trade and economic relations with any country in the world. We are working with the New York State, for instance, to bring Pakistani nurses in the healthcare sector and Pakistani pharmacists. So there are other gaps that can be identified in other states, and this model can be replicated in California, for instance, and length and breadth of United States elsewhere. But this is just one example. In sectors that I've already spoken about, we intend to reach out to the relevant people, relevant segments of the US political economy through our diaspora, in the common interest of the diaspora itself, as well as the bilateral ties between our 2 countries.
My last question. Mr. Ambassador, you attended dinner earlier this evening that was organized by Friends of Pakistan in your honor, and which was attended by, the cream of the crop, the big names in Pakistani American community. I would like to request your comments regarding that event.
Well, it was a wonderful event and an evening spent together in a candid conversation with friends and with compatriots. So thoroughly enjoyable, and we discussed a whole gamut of issues that impacted the lives of Pakistani American community here in the United States, as well as having impact and consequences for bilateral ties going forward in disciplines like IT, for instance. As I mentioned, that I'm primarily here to attend the IT investment conference. So it was a real good, friendly, brotherly, exchange between compatriots. And it is such a wonderful organization that is working in an apolitical fashion to enhance only economic ties between Pakistan and United States. Their vision statement is certainly worth reading, every word of it. And this organization should certainly serve as a model, a role model, and an inspiration for community efforts elsewhere in the world as well as in this country. But it is fast expanding. It's opening new chapters, I understand, from its leadership in other states, and I really wish them well. Really good to have friends of Pakistan in the United States.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You heard Ambassador Sheikh. What a wonderful message, what a profound and a very important message, सिर्फ पाकिस्तान. आपसे हम इजाज़त चाहेंगे. हमारे प्रोग्राम का वक्त ख़त्म हुआ. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. खुदा हाफिज़.
Parents, show your love with Tahir Halal Kids multivitamin gummies, made in the USA and certified halal. Delicious and packed with essential vitamins, these gummies keep your little ones healthy, happy, and full of energy. No fuss, just fun, because good health should taste great. Tahir Halal. Love, nutrition, and care in every bite.
Tahir Products. आपके खानदान की सेहत के लिए बेहतरीन हलाल विटामिन्स और सप्लीमेंट्स, खालिस, मियारी और फख्र के साथ अमेरिका में तैयार करदा.
Kaba Fusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to patients in the comfort of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, Kaba Fusion has 7 state-of-the-art pharmacies located across the country. Visit us at kabafusion.com to learn more about the benefits of in-home infusion therapy.